competition, sportsmanship, the inevitable march of beings from another world. This is So You Want to Stop the Alien Invasion. Hi, we're your hosts. I'm Scott Orson.
And I'm Rob Hinnewiddle. For those of you just joining us, our contestants are competing to see if they have what it takes to defend humanity. For fabulous prizes!
Last time we left off, Team Rose and Donna had just arrived in scenic Middleton, where they suspect insurgents may have infiltrated the local townsfolk. Let's check in on their interrogation, already in progress.
So, Mr. Jones, may I call you John? How long have you lived in Middletown?
Well, I've been here about 2 years. See, I moved from Marshalltown to settle down, to spend more time with my family.
Ever have any children?
You know, nothing crazy, just a couple hundred.
Oh, I always thought it was great for kids to have siblings, somebody to relate to when they were playing on the playground or doing crafts or...
Honey Baron.
Beg pardon?
Oh, nothing.
So what do you do, John?
Well, I'm a janitor for several different places. I do stuff like clean up grime, puke, bottles of beer, normal bar stuff.
I don't envy that. I hope they at least give you a discount on your drinks. Do you have a favorite beverage?
Yeah, I really enjoy a good Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster.
I'm not familiar.
It's kind of like a gin and tonic.
Ah. Well, John, everything seems to be okay here. Just one more thing. Mana mana.
I'm sorry, what?
Mana mana.
Is that Italian? I mean, I took a few classes.
Congratulations on the capture, ladies. Just goes to show you can never be too careful.
I didn't understand that last reference.
And I guess the good thing you don't live in Middleton. Next up, Team Ripley and Alf attempt to recruit some allies from the Kaprulu sector. Let's check in with them and see if their attempts at contact pay off.
Is this the place?
Yeah, I think we're really visible here. Did you bring everything on the list?
I think so. Hey, your collar's sticking up.
Thanks.
So, how do we do this?
The key to it is communications. They speak an entirely different language. So if you want to make a distress call, you're going to have to say, hubba, wubba, bubba, boo.
Hubba, wubba, bubba, boo?
Their voices are higher pitched and nasally. You've got to get the accent right.
Hubba, wubba, bubba, boo?
Good enough. Now you gotta look non-threatening. You gotta have your posture right. Put your hands up in the air like you're going to, surrender. Hands? Did I say hands? I meant flippers. The aliens definitely have flippers. Make your hands sort of flipperish. Good. You've got non-threatening down. Let's, show the aliens that we're friendly, that we're fun-loving. Why don't you try jumping up and down? The aliens are kind of short. You don't want to upstage them. Okay, why don't you go ahead and get the stuff? It doesn't hurt to double down on the trustworthiness. The aliens love the French. Ah, the offering. If the aliens don't want to help you out of the goodness of their heart, then a good seafood bribe will definitely get them hooked. Lots of colors are visible. You don't want to go through all of this and have them not see it, do you? The bib.
Does it symbolize our childlike innocence?
Yes, let's go with that.
Gross. All right. I think that's everything. Oh, hey, your hair's sticking up.
Oh,
All right. I think I'm ready. Hubba wubba parlez-vous. Hubba wubba parlez-vous.
perfect.
Hubba wubba parlez-vous.
Ooh, looks like we got a whiff. I guess we are well and truly on our own.
That's going to be rough on their rankings. Speaking of which, it's time to check in with our intern, Clark A. Arthur, to see how the teams are stacking up. So how you doing, Clark?
Terrified and constantly reminded of how small my place is in the grand scheme of the universe.
Terrific. So how are those rankings shaking out?
Well, Team Rose and Donna definitely jumped ahead a few spots after their recent capture, but not enough to pass Team Louise and Dennis, who are still holding strong after decoding the invaders' psychic network.
I understand they mostly use that to broadcast old reruns of Law and Order. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I don't recall. Now, long-time watchers may notice that Team Blair and Palmer have dropped significantly. That's got to be a big disappointment to fans who were hoping the team would get a much-needed boost. After successfully setting up a secret base to ready their attack on the alien radio interceptor, it seemed like they had it in the bag. But somehow, they were discovered by mutant shock troops shortly after our last broadcast, and, well, you can't run a rebellion from the inside of a holding tank.
Oh, sounds like bad luck for Blair and Palmer. Maybe build your secret base under a grocery store next time. I hear they've got plenty of tinfoil.
Now, the big question is, how are teams Peter and Carol and Jason and Gwen going to land after breaking their tie for fourth? Peter and Carol have just hijacked a light-speed fighter jet, so Jason and Gwen are going to have to up their game if they don't want to fall behind.
Speaking of Team Jason and Gwen, it's our understanding that one of them has just made a huge discovery. Let's check in on their meeting now.
I didn't find squat at the last alien crash site. Did you have any luck?
You better believe it.
Really?
It's some kind of alien technology. One of the resistance sites shared it.
What is it?
I'm not sure. I think it's some kind of weapon. It's got a countless series of superheated coils that burn to the touch.
So is it safe to keep here?
I hope so. I've been using this tool to try to touch the coils from a distance, but Alex says I probably will just shock myself.
Ooh, maybe we shouldn't use it.
Well, the nice thing is all the dangerous parts are tightly wound inside the silver chassis. I think if we're real careful on how we pick it up, we should be okay.
So, how does it work?
According to my experiments, it's really good at burning things down into their basic carbon components.
Ooh, scary. Can we handle that? I wouldn't want to accidentally hurt somebody.
Maybe not at full setting, but if I can figure out the controls here and turn the heat down, I think we can reuse this for some other things. For instance, if we can focus the heat, I think we can use it to prepare rations. Bagels, maybe sandwiches for the team, anything to keep them in the fight.
Jason, did you buy a toaster?
Well, I was hungry, okay? But I was able to get my hands on an alien vortex generator.
Please don't tell me it's a blender.
The label said Cuisinart.
Jason, do you know what a credit limit is?
Well, to be fair to Jason, I too find finances as alien as they are horrifying.
Fun fact, aliens invented money in the 1800s in order to spread disease.
Unlikely, given how sick I am of being broke. Next up, we have the results in on our Junior Cadet Poetry Contest. Our winner, Newt, is joining us in the studio today thanks to her poem, Centaurans on My Lane. Thanks for joining us, Newt.
Sure.
Now, Newt, I had the privilege of reading your poem, and I must say I found it truly evocative. When you wrote, "I'm tired of these motherfucking aliens on my motherfucking street," I could picture the scene in front of me. What inspired you to write such an emotional piece?
I don't know.
Terrific. You've moved us more than a Mark 36 tractor beam.
Cool.
And thanks to all that artistry, you've won our Junior Cadet Grand Prize, your very own Hyper Blaster 9001, as well as a field day to try it out against the forces of space.
Okay.
We'll check in with our Junior Cadet again shortly, but I'm just getting word that teams Peter and Carol and Luis and Dennis have just been surrounded by the enemy fleet and are exchanging fire as we speak. Let's check in on the action already in progress.
Oh, a damage report. Oh.
Shields are failing, but our missiles are untouched. No word from Dennis and engines. Okay, on the comms, it sounds like the enemy's planning to eat us as soon as we're captured.
Not on my watch. Oh, find an opening and prepare to fire. Ooh. Whoa.
Oh, sir, a second enemy fleet just warped in. Do you think we can fight that many?
Barely. But the stakes are too high for us to give up now.
Okay, the new fleet's taunting us, and it's saying it's going to implant their young inside of us to incubate.
I don't think so, you disgusting monsters!
Sir, a third fleet just warped in. Captain!
It's been a pleasure serving with you.
What happened?
Luis?
Okay, the fleets are discussing something. It sounds like the first fleet is mad at the second one because they want to implant the larvae in their livestock, which is us. And it sounds like the second is upset with the first, which wants to eat their incubators, also us. And the third fleet doesn't like any of the plans because that means keeping us around, since they're planning to exterminate humans in order to mine our resources easier.
So what are they gonna do?
They appear to be firing on each other, sir! Orders, Captain!
Fire? Do it now! Do it now!
The enemy fleet's destroyed, sir! Yes!
Good job, team!
Outstanding. So we live to fight another day. Who can say how our eventual overlords will choose to use us, but it's fair to say we won't be finding out tonight.
Doesn't stop us from speculating though. What do you at home think? Text 1-800-FAKE-NUM and let us know how you'd prefer to be conquered by the forces of space. Are you hashtag Team Annihilation, Team Farm Friends, or Team Baby Makers?
I'm Team Farm Friends myself. That way we can at least be included in their children's nursery rhymes.
E-I-E-I-O. In other news, I'm getting a report from Clark on our junior cadets' recent progress. Talk to me, Clark. How is our poet extraordinaire doing in their fight against the alien menace?
And that takes us to our first break. When we come back, can Rose and Donna score themselves another catch? More. So you want to stop the alien invasion? After this.
Wait, limit cereal. I crawly friended everybody.
Welcome back to So You Want to Stop the Alien Invasion. You know, every time we run those ads, I can't help but feeling hungry.
I've had 3 boxes already.
Terrific. As promised before the break, Rose and Donna have another set of interrogations all set up. Let's check in with them and see if they can make some more captures.
Do you know why I called you in, Raven?
No, I can't say that I do.
We've received a lot of reports about strange things going on around your home.
Strange things.
Yes, one neighbor says there's a green ooze seeping out of your house.
Oh my God. The last time I repainted my house, I bought this really cheap paint. It was really horrible stuff. We got a good rain, and next thing I know, the whole house coat is melting.
What about the reports of overly large eggs tucked away in your backyard?
Oh, you mean the ostrich eggs? I work with an exotic animal rescue on the east side of Iowa.
Ostriches, huh? Does that have anything to do with the bony creature wandering around your property?
Bony creature?
Yeah, you know, wanders around on 4 legs, has teeth all the way back to the back of its neck.
Oh, you mean Scruffy? It's a rescue dog that I adopted about a year ago. You know, he's had a really rough go of it with his face getting all mangled like that.
What about the noises coming out of your attic at night?
Oh, you mean me playing the accordion? I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I happen to enjoy it.
No, I was talking about the groaning and light screaming.
Oh, God, that's just me watching the Mud Pit Boys. It's a movie I really enjoyed growing up as a child. It's an underdog story. I like to rewatch it every now and then.
4 or 5 times a week?
Is there a law against that?
Look, Raven, I'm going to be straight with you. I don't think you're being honest with me.
I know the feeling. Would you mind if I asked you a question? What is the capital of Assyria?
Why would I know that?
Why, indeed.
You lying monster! I trusted you!
Well, you can't win them all. As some of you may notice, Scott Searle isn't sitting very well with him. So we're going to jump ahead to Team Leah and Dutch, who are trying to hold on after barely avoiding elimination last week. Hopefully they can do better than the last team.
It's been over a year since first contact. Feels like a lifetime. Can I even remember what my friends looked like? What it was like to sit in the town square and sip coffee all day? What happened to all that?
Hey Dutch, here's your Frappuccino. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin your angsting hour?
I'm reflecting on these dark times we live in.
I could open the curtains.
Leia!
Okay.
It's not like we could go back, even if we had the chance. Not after everything we've seen. You just don't stop an ion explosion 1 minute and then go sunning on the beach the next minute. Not when there could be another one any day. Not when you hold that kind of power in your hands.
Hey, the neighbors are here for Parcheesi. Do you want in?
No, I don't want to play Parcheesi with... Wait, you let those beady-eyed alien invaders into our home?
Okay, but their eyes are pretty normal size for their people.
No, I don't want to play Parcheesi with the alien invaders.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you a seat just in case you change your mind.
It can feel hopeless sometimes. The enemy is around every corner. They have their claws in everything. They take what they want and leave us with nothing. Just a living squalor.
Hey, I just remembered about our vacation photos. We haven't got to show them off. Do you still have those?
Oh, they're on my personal computer. No, that's my work computer. My personal computer. No, the other personal computer.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Some people would go mad under these conditions. Plenty already have, but not me. I have to stay strong. I have to stay ready. I have to be able to go out there and face those beady-eyed alien invaders. And I will do whatever it is I have to do.
Where do you keep your charger?
Leia, will you shut up for just 5 minutes? It's just... Oh, shit.